She may be the little sister, but she's carrying the biggest emotional weight. While everyone's watching Bluey's wild adventures and boundless energy, there's a quieter character who's been the true emotional anchor of the entire show, and most viewers completely miss it. But there's one specific moment in Sleepy Time that proves Bingo isn't just Bluey's sidekick. She's actually the secret reason why every single Bluey episode hits you right in the feels. Stay tuned, because we're about to reveal the hidden genius behind this little red healer that will completely change how you watch Bluey forever. Quiet revolutionary. Picture this: you're watching Bluey with your kids, and like most parents, you're probably drawn to Bluey's infectious confidence and leadership. She's the one driving the games, making the rules, and pulling everyone into her imaginative world. But while you're watching Bluey command the scene, something magical is happening just off to the side. Bingo is quietly holding the entire emotional fabric of the show together. Unlike her boisterous big sister, Bingo represents the millions of children who process the world differently. She's the kid who notices the tiny bug crawling across a leaf while everyone else is focused on the big picture. She's the one who finds profound joy in simple moments, who feels deeply, and who often needs a moment to process her emotions before she can express them. What makes this so revolutionary is that Bluey doesn't treat Bingo's quieter nature as something to be fixed or overcome. Instead, it celebrates her introspective approach to life as equally valuable and necessary. Real engine of emotional growth. While Bluey initiates most of the games, it's actually Bingo who drives the emotional development in nearly every episode. When Bluey gets too caught up in winning or being the boss, it's Bingo's hurt feelings or gentle perspective that brings the lesson full circle. In Sleepy Time, one of the most acclaimed episodes in the series, we follow Bingo through her dream journey as she seeks comfort during the night. This episode, told entirely from Bingo's perspective, reveals the profound depth of her inner world. She's not just the little sister tagging along. She's a complex individual navigating her own emotional landscape with remarkable wisdom for her age. The episode beautifully illustrates how Bingo processes security, independence, and family connection. When she drifts away from her family in her dream, representing her growing independence, it's her own emotional intelligence that guides her back to where she belongs. This isn't Bluey's adventure. It's Bingo's journey of self-discovery, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Power of sensitive observation. What sets Bingo apart from typical little sister characters is her extraordinary capacity for observation. While Bluey is busy orchestrating elaborate games, Bingo is the one who notices when someone is feeling left out, when a game isn't working for everyone, or when emotions are running too high. In Daddy Drop-Off, we see this sensitivity in action when Bingo immediately connects with Leela, a shy new student at Kindy. While other kids might have overlooked the quiet newcomer, Bingo's empathetic nature draws her to include Leela in her wind-up bingo game. This moment establishes a friendship that, according to the show's timeline, lasts their entire lives. This isn't just character development. It's a masterclass in how sensitive children can be natural healers and connectors in their communities. Bingo doesn't need to be loud or commanding to make a profound impact on others. The imaginative depth. While Bluey's imagination tends to be explosive and all-encompassing, Bingo's creativity runs deeper and is more introspective. Her alter egos, Snowdrop, Tap Girl, and Rita, the elderly hotel guest, aren't just characters she plays. They're extensions of her rich inner world. When Bingo becomes Rita in the hotel game, she's not just copying adult behavior. She's exploring what it means to be cared for, what dignity looks like, and how relationships work across different life stages. Her performance as the elderly guest is so convincing and heartfelt that it often moves Bandit and Chili to genuine emotion. This depth of imagination reveals something profound about introverted children. Their inner worlds are often incredibly rich and complex, even if they don't always vocalize every thought. Bingo's ability to fully inhabit her characters shows a level of emotional intelligence and empathy that's remarkable for her age. Emotional thermostat of the family. If you pay close attention to family dynamics in Bluey, you'll notice that Bingo often serves as the emotional thermostat for the healer household. When tensions rise or games get too intense, Bingo's reactions serve as a crucial gauge for the family. In The Sign, when the family is dealing with the stress of potentially moving, Bingo's innocent question about why they need to leave their house cuts straight to the heart of everyone's anxiety. She doesn't understand the complex adult reasons for the move, but her emotional response to the idea of leaving their home helps the family recognize what they're really giving up. Her breakdown when she finally understands they're moving isn't just a child's tantrum. It's the emotional release that allows the entire family to confront their true feelings about the situation. Bingo's vulnerability gives everyone else permission to acknowledge their own fears and sadness. Representation that matters. Perhaps most importantly, Bingo represents something that's often missing from children's media. The introverted, sensitive child who isn't portrayed as someone who needs to be brought out of their shell. Instead, her quieter nature is presented as a strength, not a limitation. For the millions of children who identify more with Bingo than with Bluey's extroverted leadership style, seeing this character valued and celebrated is profoundly validating. Bingo shows that you don't need to be the loudest person in the room to be important, that sensitivity is a superpower, and that there's incredible strength in gentle observation. The show's creator, Joe Brum, drew inspiration from real family dynamics, and Bingo's character reflects the reality that families need different personality types to function harmoniously. While Bluey brings energy and initiative, Bingo brings emotional awareness and depth. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, or this beautiful character might disappear from the show forever. Subtle strength in vulnerability. One of the most beautiful aspects of Bingo's character is how the show handles her moments of vulnerability. When her feelings are hurt or when she's overwhelmed, the show doesn't rush to cheer her up or dismiss her emotions. Instead, it allows space for those feelings to exist and be processed. In episodes where Bingo cries or withdraws, the resolution doesn't come from her becoming more like Bluey. Instead, her family learns to meet her where she is, to understand her perspective, and to value her emotional contributions to their games and relationships. This approach is revolutionary in children's media, where sensitive characters are often fixed by becoming more outgoing or assertive. Bingo's strength comes from her sensitivity, not despite it. Future through Bingo's eyes. As we see glimpses of Bingo's future in the show, her lifelong friendship with Lila, her journey to adulthood, it's clear that her empathetic, observant nature serves her well throughout her life. She doesn't need to become someone else to be successful or happy. She needs to be more herself. This message is incredibly powerful for children who might feel pressure to be more outgoing or assertive to fit in. Bingo shows that there are many ways to contribute meaningfully to relationships and communities, and that quiet strength is just as valuable as loud leadership. Heart that binds it all together. When you really watch Bluey through the lens of understanding Bingo's role, you realize that she's not just Bluey's little sister. She's the emotional heart that makes all the adventures meaningful. Without Bingo's sensitivity to provide depth, Bluey's games would just be chaos. Without Bingo's empathy to create a connection, the family's relationships would lack their emotional resonance. Bingo represents the part of childhood that adults often overlook, the quiet moments of wonder, the deep feelings that can't always be expressed in words, the sensitivity that sees beauty in small things. She's the reminder that not all growth happens through bold action. Sometimes the most profound development occurs in quiet observation and gentle connection. The genius of Bluey is that it recognizes both types of children. The Blueys who lead boldly and the Bingos who feel deeply are equally necessary, equally valuable, and equally deserving of celebration. But it's Bingo who carries the emotional weight that makes every lesson land, every relationship feel real, and every episode resonate with audiences long after the credits roll. What do you think about Bingo's role as the emotional heart of Bluey? Have you noticed how her sensitivity drives the real growth in each episode? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out our other video of more deep dives into the beautiful world of Bluey and what makes this show so special for families everywhere.